Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing a bonus reading for you guys. You had the highest viewership again this week, so thank you so much. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Cancer sign out there. So guys, take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse in a general reading. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, please don't force yourself into a reading that is not for you. All right, let's get started, guys. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer? Cancer. Beautiful. All right. So Cancer, you're starting out with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You have the Six of Cups in the reverse, and you have the Nine of Swords. So you're in a state of anxiety here. I feel like there's something that's just not going the way you wanted it to. It's almost like you feel like you have a denial of a wish or a dream. With the Six of Cups here, you're trying to release this. You're trying to let it go. You could be trying to release a person or a situation, but I feel like you don't really want to, and you're having a hard time doing it. It's very stressful for you. Let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Cancer's energy. You may be dealing with a Gemini. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Lovers. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm sorry, Three of Swords is in the upright. I'm very sorry. All right, so the person in your energy, they may have a very big choice to make. It could be between you and someone else, or it may just be a really big choice. I do feel like this is somebody that isn't currently, communicating, or if they are, it's not very much. And I feel like this is somebody that does feel like you are a soulmate. There's something to do with an offer being turned down. Either you turned an offer down or they did. I'm thinking it may have been you, Cancer, because you're trying to release the past, and this person is heartbroken. Yeah, their energy is one that they're heartbroken. I am seeing some third-party energy here, though, and it would be on this person's side. Show me the energy between Cancer and this person. The Six of Pentacles. You both want to balance this out, but again, I'm seeing that third-party energy on your person's side, not on yours. In fact, I see that is something that you find distasteful here. You feel like you have a wish that's being denied, and it's because this person may have, some sort of involvement with another person or even another situation. It's not always another person, but I do feel like you would like to both balance this out if possible. Let me see. This person may feel like they don't have much to offer you as well. So what's affecting this connection is the Strength card, sign of Leo, along with the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, so you're trying to be very strong throughout this. I feel like you are working on yourself, particularly if you're experiencing feelings of powerlessness. I will tell you that this person has some issues with feeling powerless, feeling like they don't have enough to offer, so this is somebody that is doubting themselves whether or not they can actually commit to this connection for some reason. I do feel like they're trying to avoid fighting with you. Let me see. And they may have somebody that's telling them too. So I have to mention that for somebody out there, and you'll know if it's you, this person may have somebody in their ear that is discouraging them in this connection. Let me see. And they may not want you to know that. Show me the outcome between Cancer and this person. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there's a lack of trust that you have for this person. That's what's causing all the anxiety. I do feel like you would both like to overcome this, but at this point, it feels like you both are feeling kind of hopeless. You're both feeling hopeless because this person is not really coming forward with anything. You're not getting what you want out of the situation. which doesn't look like you're asking for anything unreasonable. And them, because they're doubting themselves as to what they even have to offer, and there is some third-party energy here of some sort. So, yeah, I feel like you both are feeling very discouraged, very defeated at this time. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. Now, that's underlying energy. It is communication, rapid communication back and forth that is, you know, hopefully will create some sort of a change. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Nine of Cups in reverse? Some of you guys could be, you know, drinking or using alcohol as a means of, you know, dealing with your emotions and feelings. That's not going to be helpful to you. All right, there we have it. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. That's in their energy, and the Moon. So what you're not getting is this offer. This person's not making an offer. And you feel like they're being very secretive as well. Yeah, you feel like this person is very secretive, that there's things they're not telling you here. And specifically with regard to a third party. Let me see why the Six of Cups is in reverse. Well, thank you. Yeah, the Hermit, you've withdrawn. And the Ace of Wands, you've withdrawn. You may be wondering if this person was only after the passion in this connection. Was that all they wanted? I feel like you're thinking about things. You're being very strong. I feel like you're silent. You're moving in silence. You're moving quietly. I don't feel like you're talking to this person either. There's every indication that you've kind of pulled your energy way, way back. And a lot of it is you're feeling that this person was just in it for the passion. So you're like, no, I'm letting this person go. But I do sense that it's difficult. And I feel like you really think about this person, particularly at night. You know, when things are still and quiet. Ten of Coins and the Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, you still wish and hope that this person will return to you. And not just return to you, but return to you offering stability, offering, you know, love and commitment, offering loyalty. So I feel like as much as you want to release this person, I feel like you're having a difficult time doing that. I feel like you do work a lot on yourself. You are trying to, you know, look at the situation, but at night or in still moments when you're by yourself, I feel like you still wish and hope that this person will return, but not just return with substance. So I do feel like a lot of you have close friends or family that are supportive of you, but I also feel like you're not telling them much. Let me see this person's energy. Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? For the person in Cancer's energy. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, because they're in and out. This person does view you as a soulmate, but they're in and out. Which is why you're kind of looking at them and you're thinking, well, they're just here for the passion. They're being a player. This person is waiting. They're delaying making a choice. They don't want to make this choice because they're trying to prevent themselves from having any kind of confrontation or argument. Why is the Page of Pentacles in reverse? Why is the Page of Pentacles in reverse? All right, we have the King of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. So they do love you. And they definitely feel like you're a soulmate. I do feel like this person is very focused on you. But you in particular, they're avoiding any kind of confrontation. The whole situation, knowing that they can't really offer you anything, is making them feel extremely powerless. And they view you as being strong and, you know, stable. Somebody that, you know, can stand on their own. So this is somebody, I do feel like they will eventually reach out to you, but it's like they're delaying making a decision when they clearly have either another person or another situation, they don't want to make that decision. They will eventually reach out. Why is the Three of Swords here? You could be dealing with another Cancer sign, a Pisces or a Scorpio, but I see Gemini is very strong here. All right, we have the Four of Coins reversed, and we have the Seven of Wands reversed. So what's making this person feel powerless is they feel you releasing them. They feel you letting them go, and that's not what they want. But they're not really making a choice. So, you know, neither of you are actually getting what you want, but it's really on this person because the choice is theirs here to make. I do feel like they're heartbroken. I do. I feel like they don't want you to release them. They don't want you to let them go. They think about you frequently. But at the same time, I don't see them actually making that choice right now. Let me see the energy between Cancer and this person. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Oh, you think they're deceptive, that they keep secrets. Yeah, Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, you feel like this person is entertaining others, that they're lying, possibly cheating, stealing. They're not really offering you anything of substance. And you also feel like they're keeping a lot of secrets from you. So I feel like you kind of snuck away from this connection in some manner. It's like there was an opening and you took it in some manner. And now you're going to be strong. You're going to stand your ground. But you're thinking. You're doing a lot of thinking. Now, this person in your energy is very well aware that you are not coming into this connection as a third party. You may have in the past. Some of you unknowingly, others, you know, it was just a secret connection. But at this point, this person is aware that you're not playing that. They want to talk to you, but they're not taking any action to do so. They know they have to make a decision, but they're not taking any action to do so. So it's very frustrating. I can literally feel the frustration in this. Let me see the energy that's affecting the connection. Show me the energy affecting the connection between Cancer and this person. Yeah, they're not taking control. The Emperor in reverse. The Magician in reverse. Again, sign of Gemini, but we also have Aries. Leo and Sagittarius is here. And the Six of Wands. So this person does love you. They think about you. They think about reaching out to you. They want to reach out to you. But I feel like at the end of the day, they're not taking the action. There's a lack of anybody taking control here. You're not taking control of the situation because you don't feel like it's your responsibility to do so. So you've pulled your energy back. You're doing a lot of deep thinking. You're questioning their motives as well. But again, they have the choice here, and they're not taking. So you feel like what you wanted to manifest, what you wanted to happen, just didn't happen. You may also be feeling like this person manipulated you in some manner. In their energy, I feel like they want success, but they feel like they can't attain it. Yeah, this person is definitely somebody who is, you know, they're more on the lack of action and just wishy-washy. They're not actually making a decision and moving forward. And unfortunately, a lack of a decision is a decision. And they're having the loss because of that. And now they're all heartbroken. Well, you know what? How about you either man up or woman up and, you know, do something? How about that? All right, so let's look at your outcome. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Four of Wands. So this person may at some point approach you. I don't think it's going to be by the end of the week. They may at some point, though. See, what's happening here, Cancer, is you still think about this person. You do still hope that they will return, but you want them to return with substance. And what worries you is this third party, connection, either with a person or some sort of situation. You have a lot of love for this person, and that's what's making it so difficult for you to let them go. And I get that. I mean, the heart cannot choose who we love. We can choose our actions, but, feelings are still going to be there, whether we like that or not. But we do choose our actions. And I do see you doing a really good job of that. I see you, being very strong, thinking about things, withdrawing your energy, putting up those boundaries. But I also see you trapped in your thoughts, and you think about this person even when you don't want to think about them. You're hoping that they will bring love, forward. Now, in their energy, they know that in order to do that, they have to end another connection. And I feel like they're kind of reluctant to do that, but I also feel like you're doing exactly the right thing, because they feel you withdrawing your energy, and they feel rather defeated because of it, and they're heartbroken. They're feeling powerless over the situation. They are absolutely not powerless. This person needs to take action. So they're contemplating it, they're thinking it. Unfortunately, I don't see them doing it by the end of the week. There is a possibility in the future that they will, but it's going to be according to whoever's timeline. This person is just really not wanting to take action. They're avoiding any kind of, conflict as well, both with you as well as with someone else. So yeah, that's frustrating. I feel for you, Cancer. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. And that does indicate, again, that there's heartbreak, there's pain here. I feel like you both are feeling that. Now, I am seeing that in the future, underlying this, there is going to be some kind of communication. There's going to be some kind of communication, and it will go back and forth. So, my suggestion is that you live your life here, you keep working on yourself, and, focus on you right now, because this person's just not ready to budge. I'm going to pull an oracle card, and we'll see if there's any guidance for you. All right, we have number 17, and that is growth. So give me just a second. You have a natural connection to magic, and at this time, you are growing in your powers. Some of these powers are very new and very young, and it will be your task moving forward to nurture one in particular, because his seemingly humble beginning has great promise and many gifts to offer you. This tender new beginning is God-given to you, and this God of the Kitsune realms is one who helps seekers to access their own personal strengths and hidden talents and climb towards the sun, their powers growing in strength all the time. Like the ivy, your talents will grow, you will climb, and the light will be reached. You are to nurture these newfound talents and strengths and whatever sweet new beginnings are about you, and strengthen them so they can be sustained for many years to come. You will be taken on many adventure with the growth of this ability, and so many opportunities will be created. Don't let go of your dreams. Hold on, climb high and grow, and seek and find. Always reach for the light and know that as you grow, you make everything beautiful. Find strong people to be around and learn from their endurance and fortitude. Nurture your dreams by day and by night. Let yourself be enriched by dreams. So your dreams may be very important right now, Cancer. So I would, if you get any kind of messages and dreams, or you have any kind of dreams that seem to be more than just, an everyday, type of dream, I would really look into that. All right. I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope it's brought some clarity to a difficult situation. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Cancer, know that you are loved, and namaste.